Hello everybody, Keith Hershey here. Hope you had a wonderful Father's Day and just celebrating with family or friends. But I think about the Father's love for me really all the time. Every day I take time and let God love me, because I find this is the place where I find grace, where I understand mercy, and where God can recalibrate really the things about my flesh expressions that may be disappointing to myself, may be wrong, maybe sinful at times toward others. And I was thinking about Jesus's speech really to a lot of religious people in Matthew 23, and he really comes strong against really some of the actions and attitudes of these Pharisees, these people that were really taught of the law, taught of God's purposes, but had misconstrued the use of the word, so to speak. And Jesus concludes his, kind of fiery speech by saying, "How often have I longed to gather you, just like a hen would gather her chicks? But then Jesus said, but you were not willing." Do you know the Father really desires to gather us together? And this is why gathering together in His covering, under the wings of the Most High, is so important, so to speak, in the imagery, because this is the place of safety. This is the place of our identity. This is the place of provision. We are to be found in Him, or in Christ Jesus. And this is the Father's love plan for you, to take your place in Christ Jesus and find the thrill and the understanding and the recognition of who you are, your identity. Don't have your identity in all these other things that the world throws at you and tries to make you think you're this, that, or the other. Put your identity in Christ Jesus. This is the way the Father loves you. He calls you to gather to Him. In the disappointment of the things that you seem to be doing wrong, or the things that seem to be alarming your mindset about whatever is going wrong in life or in your world, take time to gather. The Father calls you to gather. Take your place in Christ Jesus. Be loved there. Recognize who you are. And this is the place you get victory over the flesh failings of life. In another place, Paul the Apostle told, Titus, I believe it was, that the grace of God, it teaches us to live a godly life in quietness and peace, and not to yield to the things of the flesh that so disappoint us and disappoint others. So on this Father's Day kind of mindset, let the Father love you today. And don't forget, God really loves you. And He loves you completely. So He calls you to gather. Don't resist. Let God love you today. Hope you're having the best day of your life. God bless you richly.